जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर बन जाती जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर बन जाती यमुना तीर बन जाती जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय पुष्पात् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सत्र सदस्य मौल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। रामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। स्वामीत भक्तवृंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असमर लॉर्ड। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असमर लॉर्ड। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असमर लॉर्ड। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
वृंदावने रमणरेति प्रसिद्ध भूमौ वृंदावने रमणरेति प्रसिद्ध भूमौ अत्रैव कृष्ण बलराम सुपादमूले ज्ञानं परं परमपुरुष भक्तियुक्तम् दात्रे सदैव प्रभुपाद नमो नमस्ते। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। रूपे इमे सदसति तव वेद सृष्टे रूपे इमे सदसति तव वेद सृष्टे बीजांकुरौ इव न च अन्यद् अरूपकस्य बीजांकुराविव न चान्यदरूपकस्य युक्ता समक्षम् उभयत्र विचक्षते त्वाम् युक्ता समक्षमुभयत्र विचक्षते त्वाम् योगेन वह्निम् इव दारुषु नान्यत स्यात् योगेन वह्निमिव दारुषु नान्यत स्यात् रूपे इमे सदसति तव वेद सृष्टे बीजांकुराविव न चान्यदरूपकस्य युक्ता समक्षमुभयत्र विचक्षते त्वाम् योगेन वह्निमिव दारुषु नान्यत स्यात्
Translation. By authorized Vedic knowledge, one can see the cause and effect of the cosmic manifestation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because the cosmic manifestation is also His energy. Both of them are different energies of the Lord and nothing else. The wise man can see how the fire is spread within the wood by consideration of cause and effect. Similarly, persons engaged in devotional service understand, O my Lord, how you are both the cause and effect.
Rupe ime sadasati tava vedo siste bijang kurabiva na channa arupakasya jutta samakham ubhayatra vichinnati tang. In this book, it is vichinnati. I think that in other book, vichikhate. It doesn't make any difference. Juktya samakham ubhayatra vichinnati tang yogena vannimiva darusunanakasya. So yogena, this word is very important in this verse. There are yogena means by the means of upayana, by the means of. So, as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that bhaktya mama vijanati javana jaschanta. Only by devotional service one can understand. So here the word yogena should not be understood otherwise. If one says the jnana yogena, karma yogena, atto yogena, dhyana yogena, there are many yoga systems. One can understand. That is the usual proverb nowadays. In any means you can understand the absolute truth. Jatavat tatapat. You can have your own process as yoga and you can realize God. But that is not possible. Krishna personally says, Bhaktya mama vijanati. In another place, Bhaktya ekaya. Only through devotional service. And practically we see there are many jnanis and dhyana yogis, karmis. They have no clear conception of the absolute truth. Vague idea. Even in many other religious systems, they have got some conception of God, not clear idea. But in Bhakti Yoga, you can understand directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. There are many expansion of God. Advaita Achyuta Anadi Ananta Rupam. He has got many forms. But this form, which we know as Krishna, that is the original Krishna, the original form. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Matta Parataram Nanya. Although I have got many forms, but the original supreme form is Krishna. But that does not mean that the other forms of Krishna, not our manufacture, but as it is stated in the Shastras. Krishna has got many names, Ram, Govinda, Nishinga, Varaha. There are other forms. Ramadi Muttishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. Rama, Nishinga, Varaha. He has got many forms. Rama is also expansion of Krishna. So these forms we should not consider they are less powerful than Krishna. Not that. But Krishna is the original form. The example is given in the Shastra. Just like candles. Dipachireva hi dasantaram abhutitya. There are thousands of candles, So we get one of them ignited, light up, and then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. You can go on increasing millions. Each light, each candle is equally powerful. There is no doubt. Krishna's expansion, uh, not the Vishnu Tattva, it is called Vishnu Tattva. Deepachireva hi rasam taramabhuti tya deepayate nahi tata pridavasti hetu. The Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu Tattva is one, but still, just like the example, candle. One candle, first candle is Krishna. Sarva karana karan. Govindam adi purusam tamaham. This is the concept. There are sometimes controversy that you do not worship Lord Ramchandra or you do not chant the name of Ramchandra first. These are all material considerations. Either you chant Hare Ram or Hare Krishna, it does not make any difference. If you like, you can begin with Hare Ram, and if you like, then these are, I want to say, neophyte questions. You are not chanting Hare Ram, you are making discrimination. We do not make any discrimination. We equally. But I like the form of Krishna, Hanuman Chandra, right? A form of Rama. But that does not mean that you like any form and you will be God. No. You have to go according to the direction of the Shastra. Ramadi Murtis, Vishnu forms, they are stated in the Srimad Bhagavad. You have to accept the direction of the authorities. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked by Sanatana Goswami that how we can understand the incarnation of God. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied that you will understand the incarnation of God with reference to the Shastra. Don't manufacture your incarnation of God. That is not allowed. Then Sanatana Goswami wanted to say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was incarnation because in the Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, and not only in Srimad Bhagavatam, in many other Mahabharata and Upanishad, there is mention. Mahabandi Mahapurusati Charanaravinda. This Mahapurusha, Mahaprabhu, this Bandi Mahapurusha, it is applicable to Lord Ramchandra. Taksva Sudustadusure Sitarajala King Dharmishtaya Jamatusha Jadagadharanyam Maya Mrigang Daitai Sitamanna Dhavat Bandi Mahapurusati Charanara. This sloka is applicable to both Ramachandra and Chaitanya. Vishnu is always Mahapurusha. Therefore, Parikshit Maharaj is addressed sometimes Mahapurusha because he is devotee of Mahapurusha. So he is addressed as Mahapurusha like that. So by the Shastra indication, especially in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation is described. Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Sangha Panga Tupasadam Jaggai Sankirtanai Prayi Jajanti This is the most important word indicating Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna. Krishna Varnam is in the same category. And another meaning, Krishnam Varnayati, the incarnation of Krishna, who is always describing Krishna or chanting Hare Krishna, Varnayati. But Tisha Krishna, but by complexion, O Krishna. not black. So not black, there may be many other colors. Then which of them I shall take? That is also stated in the Shastra while making the horoscope of Krishna, Gargamuni. He said, Idaning Krishnatang, Shukla Rakta Sathapitam, Idaning Krishnatang. Nanda Maharaj, your son, this child, has now appeared as Krishna, black. Idaning Krishnatang. Otherwise, this very child appeared in previous ages, Shukla Rakta Statha Pito. He sometimes appeared in white color, sometimes red, sometimes yellow. This yellow color refers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, golden color. So this is also confirmed. Lord, if somebody says that he is Krishna, why he is not blackish? No. He appears as the devotee of Krishna in golden color. We say therefore golden avatar. So Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishna. Sangapanga Saparsadam. He is with his soldiers. Sangha, Upanga, part of the part. Advaita Prabhu, Nityananda Prabhu is directly part. Advaita Prabhu is part of the part. And Astra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has his Astra weapon. The Astra means to Paritrana sadhunam vinasaya chudishkita. That this Astra, what is that? Sankirtana. Sankirtana. Jaggai Sankirtana prai jajanti. This Hare Krishna movement is also Astra of Krishna for killing the demons. But it is not like a sword, it is not acting, but it is Astra. It is killing the demons, but in a different way. The demonic habits are being killed. Demonic habits. Everyone, we can understand this. How our demonic activities are being killed by this Hare Krishna movement. This is Astra. This is Astra, but it is being used in a different way. Because in this age, they are so fallen, so manda bhagya, this real Astra weapon cannot be used upon them. It is already dead. So therefore, another type of Astra to awaken them to life. That is Hare Krishna, Mahamantra Astra. Otherwise, they are already dead. A dead horse beating the dead horse. A horse is dead, what he will get by beating with whips? It is already dead. So, there are big demands. Hiranyakasipu, he was required to be killed by the nails of the Lord. He appeared as a ferocious lion. But here, the teeny demons, and there is no need of nails or any sword. They have to be awakened simply by Krishna consciousness, chanting Hare Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj says that you cannot understand in this age. In the last sloka, he said, Maunabrata Suto Tapodhyana Sadharma Vyakhya Raho Japa Samadhaya Apavargya. The real business is apavarga. Pavarga, I've explained yesterday, simply suffering. This material life means simply pa, pa, ba, ba, ba. Each alphabet I have explained. It is simply suffering. And the human life is a chance how to make this suffering null and void. That is apava. O means to make null and void. Pavarga, to make this pavarga life into apava. So, these 10 processes are recommended in the Shastra. I've already explained, Mauna, Sutta, Tapa, these things are required. But they are also not direct method. Uh, you cannot understand. There are many, many tapasvi. Raha in Vrindavan, you'll find many devotees. They are in a very secluded place. But my Guru Maharaj did not like this process, secluded. We have discussed many times. Sometimes if you sit down in a secluded place, imitating Haridas Thakur, and then he'll complain, I am being disturbed in this way. One that African boy came. So he became disturbed. Then he must be disturbed. Because your mind is not controlled. If you sit down to get some extra credit that I have become so great devotee, I can remain in a secluded place and chant Hare Krishna like Haridas. It is cheating. It is cheating. You cannot do that. You cannot imitate Haridas Thakur. He he met a beautiful young prostitute at dead of night, and the prostitute offered her body, and he was a young man. He simply said, very nice proposal, you sit down. Let me finish my Hare Krishna. It is not, don't laugh, it is very serious. You cannot do that. I cannot do that. It's not possible. So we should not imitate Haridas Thakur. But we should, my Guru Maharaj used to say, Man tumi kisere Vaishnava. It is mental speculation that I shall do like that. Wrong. I shall in a secluded place, I shall. You cannot do that. Because your mind is not yet trained up. It is for the highest perfection stage that anywhere one can sit down and chant Hare Krishna and remain happy. That is not possible for the ordinary. Therefore, my Guru Maharaj criticized, Man to me kisere bujhu. Because it is all mental speculation. Therefore, he is chastising his mind. My dear mind, you have become a Vaishnava. Man to me kisere bujhu. Pratisthar tare nirjanero ghare tabo hari naam keval koito. In a secluded place, sitting down, chanting Hare Krishna for you, it is simply to get some material adoration and cheating the people. PSA. Don't try that. Always be engaged actively in Krishna's activities. Our Krishna consciousness movement, therefore engaging each and every one of you in some active service. We don't advise that you have become so advanced, now you are initiated, you can sit down in one place and chant. That is not possible. Therefore, although it is recommended in a secluded place, but that is not possible in these days. We should be always engaged in active service. Then, somewhere or other, our mind will be engaged in Krishna's lotus feet. That is required. Activities. Savai Mana Krishna, just like Maharaj Amuri, your statesman, emperor, still he was fixing up his mind in Krishna's lotus feet. That practice we should. Abhyasa yoga yukti. If you do something, suppose you are going to distribute books, but what is the idea? It is Krishna's books, it must be distributed. So Krishna is remembered. At the same time, Because it is Krishna's book, if somebody purchases it, if he pays something, he'll look at it something. What this nonsense has written, let me see. Then he'll get some idea. And if he reads one line, he comes 100 times forward to Krishna consciousness. This is the idea. If you want, Salvamapi Asya Dharmasya Trate Masa, this is preaching. A layman, he does not know every wood. Similarly, Krishna is everywhere. Andantarastham paramanusayantarastham. Any wood you take, there is fire. Undoubtedly. Everywhere is Krishna. But Sevanmukhi, he, Swayame, Vaspuratvad. If you engage yourself in service, then you'll see the fire, Krishna, there, in everywhere. Sarvatra spurayatar ishtadev murti. That stage wanted. That whatever he'll see Krishna. Here is microphone, here is loudspeaker. Where is Krishna? Yes, here is Krishna, because we are speaking about Krishna through this microphone. He's there. So we have to practice this bhakti yoga according to the direction of the authorities. Then you'll realize Krishna. Then the cause and effect, sarva karana karanam, everything will be realized. And every moment you'll see Krishna. Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hridayasi vilavati. So unless we get that state, we should not imitate personalities like Haridas Thakur and others. We should wait for that is the ultimate state. But we should practice and work actively for understanding Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness movement. Thank you very much.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada began this class with the description of meaning of yoga. So by which process we can understand God, by which process we can't, and why.
Prabhupada, Prabhupada was telling that Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhakta Mam Abhijanati. So that means by bhakti only, you can, by devotional service only, you can understand. Yogena does not mean that by any means you can understand. So Prabhupada give example of Jnana Yogena, Karma Yogena, Dhyana Yogena. By that ways, you will not be able to stand. Krishna is telling by only by devotional service we can understand.
Haribol! Because Srila Prabhupada told Krishna personally say, Bhaktamam Abhijanati. In other place, Bhakta means only through devotional service. And practically we can see Jnanis and Dhyanis are Karmis. So why they cannot understand Jnanis or Karmis or other people? Why they cannot understand Krishna?
Because they are not everybody, they are not engaging Krishna conscious activities like
That is very further. That is very further. Hear what Prabhupada told. Because they have no clear conception of absolute truth, vague idea. Therefore, they cannot understand Krishna. Haribol. Then Srila Prabhupada continued the lecture. He told that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and he has got many forms. But this form, we know as a Krishna, is the original form. And for this, Srila Prabhupada quoted one verse. That is further. Before that, Prabhupada quoted one verse.
Quoted drama the Murti Shukala.
That is further. Before that,
Prabhupada told two verses. One of them is Madhya Parataram Nanyat, and then Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta.
Haribol. Srila Prabhupada told he has got many forms. Rama also expansion of Krishna. So this form we should not consider they are less powerful than Krishna. So for this, to make it clear, the other forms are not less powerful than Krishna. Prabhupada gave an analogy from Brahma Samhita. Mataji in the last. Yeah, Haribol. There are thousands of candles, so we get one of them ignited, lit up, and then second, third, fourth, 10th, fifth, you can go increasing millions. Then Srila Prabhupada continued. Prabhupada told that somebody chant the name of Krishna, somebody chant the name of Rama. We are not discriminating. So how we should take the shelter of the Lord? Prabhupada told here. What we should do? Krishna Madhavu.
There is telling that these avataras are there, but in Shastras are telling Krishna is Bhagavan and Krishna is the original thing.
Haribol.
Follow fast.
You have to go according to Shastras. Haribol. Then Srila Prabhupada came to a very important point. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked by Sanatana Goswami, how can we understand incarnation of God? Mata in the last. So you'll understand the incarnation of God with reference to Shastra. Don't manufacture your incarnation. Haribol. Now, to prove Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Supreme Lord, Srila Prabhupada quoted two verses.
One is Brahma Samhita and one is
Mhm.
5.6.
No, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to prove his Supreme Lord.
One is from 11th canto.
Mhm.
Vande Mahapurusham.
The beginning with?
Vande Mahapurusham.
The last line.
Okay. That Simha, what is that?
Vande Mahapurushite Charnaravinda.
Haribol. And another verse?
Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishna. One more he said about
There's a word. What is
golden
that?
avatar.
Entire verse. Krishna Varanam, Tisha Krishna.
Sangopangastra Prasad.
Parshadam. Haribol. Now, while explaining this verse, Srila Prabhupada told Krishna appear in different colors. So, which all different colors he appear? Simon.
White, red, and yellow.
Haribol. And which astra Mahaprabhu is carrying with him?
Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
What Prabhupada told here? Be specific word.
Because in Kali Yuga, so many people are dead people like God. How can
That is further. What Prabhupada told for astra? Which astra is carrying?
Sankirtan.
Haribol. Prabhupada carrying Sankirtan Yajna ki. So Prabhupada told Hare Krishna movement also astra for Krishna, killing the demon. It is not like a sword. It is not active, but it is astra. It is killing the demon, but in different way. So in which way this astra kill the demon?
By demonic habits.
Haribol. It's not killing the person, but killing the demoniac habits. Everyone can understand that it is how our demoniac activities are being killed by this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is astra. This is an astra, but it is used in different way. Otherwise, then what Prabhupada told?
Hiranyakashipu kill in nail.
By nail.
Nail.
But in this age,
The Hare Krishna Mahamantra Shastra.
why in this age did not bring any weapons?
Because there in Kali Yuga so many people are manda short age. So
Correct.
Low class people. They are already dead horse like that. Because
They are already dead horse. What is the use of beating
beating the
dead horse? Yes. Then Srila Prabhupada told, what is the real business? What is the real business? Prabhuji.
Prabhupada said that the real business is apavarga.
Haribol. The real business is apavarga. Pavarga, I have explained yesterday. Simply suffering. This material life means simply suffering. It is simply suffering, and human life is a chance how to make suffering null and void. Then Srila Prabhupada told about being into seclusion. At that time, he told you must be disturbed. So why people are disturbed, even if they go in seclusion?
Srila Prabhupada is saying that our mind is not trained up like Haridas Thakura, and it is like a cheating. You may thinking I have become a great devotee now. I can go somewhere in a secluded place and can chant. We can't imitate Haridas Thakur. It is a cheating.
Haribol. Because your mind is not controlled. If you sit down to get some extra credit, I have become so great devotee. I can remain in secluded place and chant Hare Krishna like a Haridas Thakur. This is simply cheating. So why we should not imitate Haridas Thakur? Prabhupada gave one incident, yes.
So Prabhupada was telling that once Haridas Thakur was chanting, he was a young that time, and then there was young prostitute came, and she was wanting to enjoy with Haridas Thakur, and then Haridas Thakur said that this is a very nice proposal, but I will finish my chanting first. And so Prabhupada said that Haridas Thakur can say that, but we cannot say that I will chant. So our mind is not controlled. So that's why we should not imitate.
Haribol. Srila Prabhupada told, don't try to do that. Always be engaged actively in Krishna's activities. So therefore it is recommended, although it is recommended in secluded place, but it is not possible in this age. Then what to do?
Abhyasa yoga yuktena. Engaged in the devotional service.
Haribol. And for engagement, Srila Prabhupada gave distribute the book. So like how we should distribute the book, or why we should distribute the book? What is the consciousness? Mataji.
We should distribute the book like this book is for Krishna and about Krishna. This book in this book it is written about Krishna, so he should know about Krishna. In this way, we should distribute.
So Krishna is remember. It is Krishna's book. It must be distributed. So Krishna is remember. And second thing,
if he'll pay, he'll just see the books what the rascal written, and
what is nonsense written in this book?
And if he'll read one line, his life will be changed.
Haribol. If he pays something, he will look at it, something that what is this nonsense has written, let me see, and then he will get some idea. And if we read one line, he comes 100 times forward to Krishna consciousness. This is the idea. So we have to practice bhakti yoga in direction of How we shall practice Bhakti Yoga?
The Guru, in direction of Guru direction.
Yeah, in direction of authorities.
Authority.
And Srila Prabhupada gave one caution, what is to be taken care. One caution Srila Prabhupada gave. Follow in direction of authorities, and Prabhupada gave one caution.
We should not wear the gravity, but I am anytime chant and.
And that is okay, but what Prabhupada told?
Don't imitate great personalities.
Like?
Haridas Thakur.
Haribol. That is the ultimate stage. We should practice, work actively for understanding Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness movement. Thank you very much. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki